Romans 4 verses 1-6 from the New International Version, NIV, of the Bible discusses the concept of justification by faith, using Abraham as a prime example. Here's the text. What then shall we say that Abraham, our forefather according to the flesh, discovered in this matter? If, in fact, Abraham was justified by works, he had something to boast about, but not before God. What does Scripture say? Abraham believed God, and it was credited to him as righteousness. Now to the one who works, wages are not credited as a gift but as an obligation. However, to the one who does not work but trusts God who justifies the ungodly, their faith is credited as righteousness. David says the same thing when he speaks of the blessedness of the one to whom God credits righteousness apart from works. Expounding on this passage, it emphasizes the principle that righteousness in God's eyes is not based on human works or efforts, but on faith. The key points are: Abraham's example. Abraham, the forefather of many nations, is highlighted as an example of someone who was justified by faith, not by works. His belief in God was credited to him as righteousness, v. 3, setting a precedent for understanding how one attains righteousness in the sight of God. The nature of justification. Justification is presented not as a reward for work, which would be an obligation, but as a gift from God to those who have faith, v. 4-5. This shifts the focus from human actions to God's grace. The role of faith. The passage underlines that it is faith, specifically trust in God, that is acknowledged as righteousness. This faith is independent of works and is accessible to all, regardless of their actions or status. Continuity with Scripture. The reference to David, v. 6, illustrates that this concept of justification by faith aligns with the broader teachings of the Scriptures, both in the New and Old Testaments. In summary, Romans 4 verses 1-6 presents a foundational Christian doctrine that righteousness and justification before God come through faith, not through human deeds or achievements. This teaching underscores the grace of God and the importance of faith in the Christian life.